I'd like to introduce you guys the man, the myth, the legend, the man who literally opens up his home every single year to bring you special events like this. We're gonna have a word from the legendary Harry Brown himself. Give him some noise!
That was wonderful, and I do feel the love, but I know deep in my bones you love Harry more than that. Let's hear it for Harry Brown!
Oh, thank you, Jody, and thank you everybody for coming here. You know, see, we are on the field once again for the 33rd year of annually having our cultural events and making our counterculture here and heard and known. And the last one, and it's been now 32 years we've been here, and that's because if they're like a little baby, when the fest is born, it's already a year old. We had our first one in '91, back when there was a drug war, and so our events up here we make no big deal of, but we are loved and we are encouraged by what can actually become possible. And we had I want to thank you for Kelsey Blackstone, the performer just before, and I'd like to thank quite a few others. Here we have on the ground, we have the performing artists, the musicians, we have visual artists, BS artists. You might not know them until they got one by you. Food vendors, tire vendors. I won't say we got dope dealers because if we did, I had no hand in it. And besides, they got scarce when the prohibition ended. We have costume contest, the Unicorn Tea Party. We have daily 420 bowling contest. And we got new management here, and we're set up for greatly more than we started out with. So small, those many years ago, and we see now that the state-supported American U.S. sponsored terrorists against small people and racial minority voting groups we saw it had to come to an end. And we didn't give up, and we never gave up, and we're not going to give up now. And not to mention we're coming on down. I got to slow down here, folks. We're coming on break time. I'll be around. I'm coming right back. Well, sometimes I feel like a little old lady on the old-fashioned, wasn't Odd Company, one of those beauty family TV shows of the '70s. Old girls, and the one says to the other, "Well, do you favor the overthrow of the government by the use of force or violence?" And she said, "Well, I'd much prefer the use of force." And it's difficult times we find ourselves in, and we are blessed on this hill to be among the peacemakers, and it's not for us to know if that's what we are, but it's good reason for being here and for living every day like you had a part of it with what you wanted to, and spreading your joy, and with your feelings that are less than that, spreading them less. And so moving right along here, we got a show for you, and I'm really glad to be here. I'll tell you what, just before we get opened here, for sure, You know, I will have more words in the coming days about medical marijuana and my personal use of it. And I am personally a walking, talking case of textbook history of the use of it, and I wouldn't be standing here today. The more interesting is quite a bit more, and there'll be more on that later. Stay tuned.
All right, everybody, let's hear it for Harry Brown. I hear it and I love it and I do feel it, but I believe if we cultivate a real attitude of gratitude, we can show this man how much we appreciate what he has done for all of us. Let's really hear it for Harry fucking Brown. Thank you all so much for being here. Winter's hard. I'm glad to wash it off together and be here as a family. I'm going to go over a little bit of housekeeping. No pills, no powders, no gases. That is our standing rule. We do mean it. How that works here is if you are found soliciting or in possession of powders, pills, or gases, we will either drain your powder, drain your gases, or you can take it home. Or we will give you the opportunity to choose family and get rid of your substance, or to take your shit and go the fuck home. All right? Those are your options. Take it or leave it. I do want to say that just because we do hold those policies, if you yourself or one of your friends has personally overindulged on any substance, come find us. We're here to help. We're here to support. We're not here to make this a real life problem for anybody. We want this to go well. And the sooner you come find us, the easier we can get your buddy hydrated and back at it. Thank you very much. I also want to say there is fentanyl in everything. I'm going to say that again, a little louder for the folks in the back. There is fentanyl in everything. Pills, powders, they are not safe to consume right now in our community. We have lost brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, and community leaders. There's fentanyl in everything. Do not do pills, powders, or gases. Do not feed pills, powders, or gases to your family. That is not love and it is not friendship. Secondly, we're going to get into consent. Consent is required. We want you to ask permission. Now, this extends to everything. You don't drink somebody's beverage without asking. You don't take somebody's chair without asking. You don't touch somebody without asking. You don't kiss somebody without asking. And you don't fuck somebody without asking. You communicate. I also think that it's important that we take that energy and we point it at ourselves. We look at ourselves. We examine our own behaviors. It's really easy to say that's a predator. What I did wasn't predatory behavior. You need to deconstruct yourself, face yourself, and be a better version of yourself in order to keep the community moving in the right direction. So make sure that you're behaving well. Don't just keep your friends in line, keep yourself in line. And if your friends are keeping you in line, thank them for it. Above ground fire pits only, that's a bit of a lighter note. We don't want to have a roof fire if you have a container.